The crisp air and golden light of autumn made our visit to White Rock Beach and nearby Blackie Spit Park feel both serene and alive. Located just south of Vancouver, these coastal gems offer an ever-changing landscape where sea, sky, and wildlife create a perfect harmony of motion and calm. White Rock's charm lies in its simple beauty, a stretch of 8 kilometers of sandy beach, coastal breeze, and the rhythm of tide and gull calls. We began my walk at West Beach, near the iconic pier that stretches gracefully into the bay. The salty air carried the call of gulls and the occasional splash of a seal surfacing nearby. Along the beach, seals bobbed in and out of view, curious yet content in their calm domain. Overhead, a blue heron lifted gracefully from the beach, its broad wings cutting silently through the air, a symbol of the beach's still wild tranquility. Moving past the hump toward East Beach, the scene softened. Families wandered along the shore collecting shells, and sandpipers darted in perfect rhythm with the receding tide. The sunlight painted the sand a muted bronze, and the distant North Shore mountains shimmered faintly under wisps of cloud. After spending the morning at White Rock, a short drive took us to Blackie Spit Park in the Crescent Beach neighbourhood of South Surrey. Here, autumn revealed a quieter side of the coast, a sanctuary of mudflats, marshes, and tidal inlets alive with movement. The park's trail looped gently around the spit, offering sweeping views of Mud Bay and the distant mountains beyond. As we stopped to rest, a Pacific loon glided effortlessly across the water, its dark plumage reflecting the low Sunday. The protected habitat at Blackie Spit felt especially alive in autumn, with migratory birds arriving and the tide slowly curling back over the mudflats. The landscape transformed into a living mosaic of color and sound. White Rock offered the energy and friendliness of a seaside town, while Blackie Spit Park provided the contemplative stillness of untouched nature. Both shared the soul of the Pacific coast, the meeting of sea and sky, life in motion, and an endless horizon that invites you to slow down and simply watch. Autumn at White Rock and Blackie Spit isn't just a season, it's a quiet celebration of rhythm and renewal, of waves folding onto sand and flocks gathering in the evening light, reminding the visitor that beauty thrives best in the moments between tides.